Hello everybody. In this video, I will help you with your June exam preparation. I will discuss question 1 of the 2021 paper. From the CAPS document, you can see that statistics count 20 out of the 150 marks. Then, I have also added at the end of this lesson the playlists to the grade 11 and 12 statistics if you need to go back to those lessons. Here you will find the question. My suggestion is that you pause the video, quickly answer the question, and then have a look at the explanation. This is the second part of the question. A bakery kept a record of the number of loaves of bread a tuck shop ordered daily over the last 18 days. The information is shown in the table below. Calculate the mean number of loaves of bread ordered daily. So mean is like the average. So what you do, I have it here for you, the formula. This thing is the symbol for mean and it's called X bar. And then what you do to get to the 396 is you add all the numbers, you divide by the total, which is 18, and you find 22. Where's the marks? The marks are if you used your calculator to find the mean or with the little formula, you still get awarded 2 marks. Number 1.2. Find the standard deviation of the data. Now, what is standard deviation? It is useful to know whether most of the data values lie close to the mean or whether they are widely spread out with many values much higher or lower than the mean. If your standard deviation is small, it means the values are closely bunched around the mean. And if your standard deviation is large, it means the values are scattered away from the mean. So what I have here for you is just the steps how to find the standard deviation depending on which calculator you own. I calculated the standard deviation and I worked mine out to be 10,17. And then just the symbol for standard deviation is this. This is the small Greek letter S. Where's the marks for slotting all the values into your calculator using whichever method? And it's worth 1 mark. 1.3. Calculate the number of days on which the number of loaves of bread ordered was more than 1 standard deviation above the mean. Now, when a data set is normally distributed, we can say that 68% of the values lie within 1 standard deviation from the mean. So I have a little formula for you here. This is the formula for 1 standard deviation from the mean, and then when you substitute your values, this is the mean minus the standard deviation, this is the mean plus the standard deviation, and then we get 2 values over here. But this is definitely not the answer. If your values lie within 1 standard deviation from the mean, your values would lie between number 11,9 and number 32,1. But now this question said how many days which the number of loaves of bread ordered was more than 1 standard deviation above the mean. So that means the above the upper point will be 32,1. So when we go to our data, 32,1 will be somewhere there. So how many days above that will be all these values here? So count the days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is why your answer is 5 days. Worth 2 marks. You don't need the calculation there, but this is how I got to the answer. 1.2. The tuck shop owner was not able to sell all of the loaves of bread daily. He calculated the mean number of loaves sold over the 18 days to be 20. Calculate the number of loaves of bread which were not sold over the 18 days. Now, our mean was 22. So if you take the 22 times the 18 days, 396 were ordered. 20, which was his mean, times the 18 means 360 were sold. So the total not sold is the 396 minus the 360 is 36 loaves of bread were not sold. 2 marks. 1.3. One of the two box and whisker diagrams below represents the data given in the table above. There's graph A, graph B, and your table. Which one of the two box and whisker diagrams drawn above correctly represents the data? Write down a reason for your answer. So what happened here was I calculated the position of the median. What that means is if you look at graph A, this is Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q2 is in fact the median. And then on graph B, that's where you will find Q1, there's Q2, your median, there, and then there's Q3. How do you calculate the median? The position of the median, first of all, is n plus 1 over 2. So what is n? N is 18. That means how many data entries there were. And then 18 plus 1 is 19 over 2 is 9,5. So this 9,5 is not the answer. It's the position of the median. That means your median lies between position 9 and position 10. So if we go to the data, this is position 9 and this is position 10. Therefore, you say the median is the 18 plus the 19 divided by 2, which is 18,5. That's your median. So for graph A, the median is at 30, and graph B, the median is at 18,5. So the correct answer for the box and whisker diagram is option B, graph B, worth 2 marks. Number 1.3.2, describe the skewness of the data. So we don't guess, we work it out. First of all, we worked out that the mean is 22 and the median is 18,5. And then since the mean is greater than the median, therefore the data is positively skewed to the right, which is worth 1 mark. As promised, on the right-hand side you will find the two playlists, grade 11 and 12 statistics, and then on the left-hand side you will find the link to the question 2 of this 2021 paper, also on statistics.